Okay, we're live. We're live.
You're live?
Hello, everybody. AmyR here. Prairie Paper and Ink. Face. Card making space. Unpaid intern in corner.
Yo.
Halfway through Stamptember, and I don't know. I haven't named the dark circles under my eyes at this point, but they may become a permanent feature, and we might need to name them.
Could go with the Three Stooges.
The Three Stooges. No, Three Stooges are you are the third stooge. Yeah. Yeah. Happy Sunday. Happy halfway through Stamptember. I am burning the candle at both ends, and yeah, I'm starting to look at it. Is what it is. I wouldn't look so bad, but I was up till 2 a.m. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore, you guys. It's just, it's fun. It's fun. So yeah, hello to everyone tuning in. It's nice seeing everybody. Or, seeing the chat. I'm glad I don't actually, have to see everyone. Because then I would just
It'd be like a lecture hall.
It would freak me out. It's easier to pretend that it's all pretend. It's just me and a camera. That's all we got going on. There's no one else. It's all good. Oh my goodness. But yeah, this is technically video 2 for today. Because I already had one go live a couple hours ago.
Yep.
Like 3 hours ago, something. For today's Stamptember collab, which as of right now, I'm pretty sure it's still in stock. There was 2 today. I only did 1 video. Starting to slip a little, but I can only do so much. Is what it is, man. But yeah, I let my OCD slide, even though I'm feeling like I need to do a video for every single Stamptember collab. For those that have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, they're limited edition collaboration sets. Only through Simon Says Stamp. Actually, yeah, I need to do this housekeeping because there's many things. Throughout the month of September, it's Stamptember. It is only through Simon Says Stamp. Nowhere else. They partner with tons and tons and tons of crafty brands, and throughout the month release limited edition exclusive collabs that are one and done. When they sell out, they're not restocked. There's tons of options though. The brands all have amazing products, etc. I say all this because, as is tradition, I have had people freaking out on me, customer service messages and emails directed at me. I can't do anything about anything. And yeah, it's supposed to be fun. And I don't have to do the level of ridiculousness that I'm doing this month. I don't have to do it. I choose to, because this is my big push for my Christmas budget to, buy Christmas presents for the kids, for the unpaid intern, because, kind of like them. I like getting them things, that sort of stuff. And yeah, so nobody's forcing me, there's no one here with a to my head. It's all good. So I think that's all the housekeeping. Really, that's actually the thing I need to do, is just set up something, but it needs to be funny. Direct all complaints and customer service inquiries to XYZ of some sort, because it's I can't. One, and especially customer service stuff, I literally can't do. That's not, I'm an independent freelancer, I can't do nothing. So, anyway, what? Oh, you don't have all the power still? It's a good thing I don't have power. No one should give me power and authority.
Some people should not hold a
No, I know better than to get, nobody should give me power over nothing, because I would just be Hulk smashing everything. So, anyway, I appreciate you all. Hello, Mari. Hello to everybody. Doodly doodly doo. Yeah. Okay. I think, yeah, I haven't missed anything. Lillian, we know it's not your fault. Things all. Oh, I know, but some people just. Oh boy, sometimes it gets to be a lot. And I also always, and I mean this, I appreciate you all a ton. Those of you that tune into my lives and that, you know, interact more with me, you guys get it. One, I am a snarky, petty, queen of petty, queen of snark. More often than not, I'm a full-on a-hole. We all know it. Is what it is. I try to be very kind though, and all the things. And it's a struggle for me this month because I am tired. I'm working like a crazy person. So my patience that already is very small and very low patience is like non-existent. So even people asking me like just basic, like kind of customer servicey things, it takes everything in my power not to just like lose my mind. This is why I shouldn't have power. I don't want to run business and I'm not in charge of customer service because, like, dudes, I haven't had enough sleep or caffeine or anything. And so, to anyone, if I have been snarky in a reply that was totally unwarranted, I'm genuinely sorry because I'm tired, you know? So, everything is it's good and it's good and it's chaos, but at the same time, it is. I enjoy the pace, as crazy as it is. I actually enjoy it. It's always been like that with me.
You're a marathoner.
I am.
All the way through this month.
Oh, it's bonkers. It's bonkers. But at the same, I do genuinely enjoy it. My only peeve, my legit only peeve with this month and, you know, all the collabs and all the extra work I do, my only peeve is that I don't have enough time, no matter what I do. Because the ideas are just like, again, this brain is just
never shuts off.
All the time. Literally. It's crazy. And yeah, it's like trying to it's me reining it in. That's actually exhausting because it's like, oh, I could do this. I could do this. I want to make like 15 cards for every single collab. And then I've got 5 million. Wow. Okay. Again, welcome to the chaos. Yep. If you haven't lost your mind yet, you're doing quite well. We're close.
Debatable.
Yeah. Don't even ask. He doesn't get to say nothing. He sees me having my complete psychotic meltdowns over like completely random crap. Not even this, over like something else, and I'm just like, what? Yeah, usually memes. Yeah, and I'm having like a complete meltdown over whatever. You know, just raging out. It's all good. It's all good. We're good. Everything is good. There was something I was gonna. I forget now. I got sidetracked. There was something. Oh, Tim Holtz Saturday. Yeah, Tim was live yesterday. He was live Friday too, but his Friday one was for his fabric line, so that doesn't appeal to everyone. And I tend to avoid his fabric ones because it literally, if I don't have time. I don't have time. I would love to take up quilting because the fabrics you can get now. Oh, not just Tim's, like basic gray fabric. Don't even get me started. Don't get me started. I need a warehouse, and I need to be like, I need like 3 clones, and then I need all the machines, everything. So yeah, but his live yesterday was fun because it was just, you know, techniques, things he's shown many times before, but it reminded me because I was watching and I actually had to go back and rewatch some of it because I was so zoned out and working. But the techniques, because he did that one he did again with the distress crayons and the embossing folder, and I was like, that's right. I still need to do that one. I'm not doing that today, but it's there. I'm gonna keep that one, you know, in the back of my mind, and we will revisit that specific technique hopefully soon because I had forgot about it again, and I was like, oh yeah, love it. So yeah, okay. I would like to be in your head to see what ideas you have. No, you don't want to be in there. It's bad. You don't want to be. Are the collabs sold out for today? No, I wouldn't be surprised. No, not that one. The collabs, that's separate. The Stamp Timber collab. No, not what I'm using. What I'm using might end up.
Which
Oh, they are too. The pretty pink posh ones are sold out. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. It was a cute set. I'm not surprised. I'm not using collabs today. I wasn't going to do that.
Okay.
So no, we're good. That's besides the point. It was super, super cute. And then, okay, so last bit of me yapping before we like actually start making stuff. Links to everything I do plan on using are in the description box below the video, regardless of whether you're watching live or watching on the replay. Always. On all my videos, I put in a ridiculous amount of time to link to absolutely everything. And it is my job. My links are affiliate links. Here's my spiel. At this point, it's become like, my links are affiliate links. By clicking on one of my links and placing an order, I get a little kickback from that at no extra cost to you. That's what helps pay the bills and funds the channel. See what I mean? Just anyway, disclaimer. That we got it. So anyway, I also list and link everything I use because it's always that one random thing that I forget that someone's like, "Hey, couldn't find it." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So, yeah, that's why I started doing all of this online, was to like share what I was making and to show people or share with people where I was finding things, you know, yada yada, and then it's evolved into me having an entire professional studio set up in my garage, you know. So, okay. GDK's collab. Most of the collabs are sold out. Most of them sell out quite quickly. There's a few of the collabs currently available, small few. The Hero Arts one, because I know they stocked up big, because that was like a favorite set. I know they stocked up big on Gina's, but Gina's sold out in like a day. Not surprised. That one just goes crazy. But yeah, the Pretty Pink Posh one sold out a lot faster than I thought it would, and now I'm sad because it was really cute. It was really cute. So hopefully those that wanted it got it. I forgot to mention though that Pretty Pink Posh usually will have a holiday release in October, because their September release that we're doing, like working on and stuff, I've already done a video for, is fall themed, super cute. I will have another video coming this week using it. Love it. And then usually, I can't speak for because I don't know 100%, but usually Pretty Pink Posh does a holiday release, like Christmas and holiday winter theme, in October. That's generally what happens, and it's always stupid cute. Okay. That's life in September. Yeah. I think we're good on all the things. Do you write down your ideas in a notebook or future ideas? Yes. I scribble them down, make notes on my phone, post-it notes. I have the which I don't have a link for because I'm not sure if I got discontinued, the Trinity Stamps Card Maker Sketchbook, and then like next day Unpaid Intern or other book. Like I have piles of stuff absolutely everywhere at all times. I know I have this, but it's not available anymore.
Really?
At least not on the Simon site. I'm not sure if it's available anymore. So anyway. Okay. Do they ever bring any items back permanently? I'm not sure what you mean, Lillian. If you're referring to the collab stuff, never. Like those are literally one and done. They do not ever come back. They are limited edition. It's just the Stamptember thing. That said, most of the brands, and I'm just speaking from myself, my own personal observations. I don't speak for anyone, but a lot of times a lot of the brands have something either similar that has just been released, or they'll release something similar, obviously not the same, down the road, especially if it was super, super popular. It just kind of depends because it's chaos. It's chaos. But yeah, they've got, all the brands have so many things to choose from. Like even the Gina K set, which I did love, she's got a couple sets that have some similar items, you know, like silhouette type stamps, that sort of thing. And plus you can always just, you take the ideas and apply it to what you've got. Okay. Yeah, okay. We are good on me blabbing. I have blabbed for 15 minutes. Way too long. That's ridiculous. Shut up, Amy. Seriously. Okay. And the camera's still working. Camera's still working. Let's just hope. I have a pile of stuff. Okay. Non-Stamptember, non-collab. However, currently on sale while supplies last. Because again, I don't have control over this. I have had this sitting out to use for no joke, like a month or two. I had it sitting because this came out like last year, I think. Yeah, this was last year's set. So this is the Fresh Air Fall Flowers set. The set with the dies is currently on sale. And it is less than half price with the dies. It's actually cheaper right now than getting just the set on its own. So I have it linked as always. I also have the sale category linked because it's always worth checking out. And then there is a Simon Says Stamp free shipping code this month, and that applies to anything. Except for the only exception with the free shipping is things like card kit subscriptions, that kind of stuff. The code won't work on, but everything else the code works on. And the codes for US and international is linked below. And then yeah, so this is what we're going to use, and definitely going fall colors with it. But before we get to it, I want to do my background first, just even though I'm not using, I don't know why, because I'm not using paste or anything, but I want to see if the random idea in my head's going to work. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So this oldie, also oldie but goodie, thank you text background, any text background, you know, anything's gonna work. I pulled that out, and I pulled out some white cardstock. Got to take my grip mat out of my MISTI because this is a red rubber on cling foam stamp. And then I'm like not having space for anything. Okay. And then what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna use some tape. Just because I'm literally this lazy right now to dig through and pull out one of my sticky mats, like the thin ones. I'm just gonna stick some tape on it because I just don't actually. And besides that, it doesn't need to be stamped perfectly either. This is gonna be a background, and we're of course gonna add splatter to it, as is tradition. But so got that. Got my background. Stick it in place, just like so. And then we're just gonna use a really light ink, which I pulled out Pebble ink from Concord and 9th. I wanted something just really light. Also, I have black ink all over my blending brush, so that's wonderful. This should work. This should work. Okay. Yes. With the free shipping code, that was the other disclaimer. Orders need to be a minimum of $25 US to get the free shipping in the US, or use code 799 and you get $7.99 off shipping internationally. But yeah, orders need to be a minimum of $25. Okay, let's do this background. So we'll ink it up with this. And then what I thought I would do, yeah, it's just, I'm just gonna like go over it very lightly with my blending brush. We'll just see, because of course it's a light color ink and it's on red rubber, but I want this to be soft. I don't want this to be like, you know, because that's an actual technical term in card making. Stop laughing at me.
Any industry.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, that works. And that'll soften and dry back a bit too, so I'm fine with this. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's the background. It's not the focus of anything. It's just the background. Okay. Doop, 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 doop. And and dupe. Okay, so wipe that off. It's gonna take me a bit to get my brain to catch up. If it does get caught up at all, because really, you never freaking know, man. You never know. Okay, so we got our little background. Let's set that aside for a sec. Where's my... Let's put this guy back in here. There we go. There we go. We will be using this in a second. So we're not even going to bother putting him away. Let's grab... I need a... Did it? Darn it all anyways. Why? Whatever. Well, nothing I can do about it. Yeah. I don't know why it's... It is, and I'm really annoyed. But it's not the... technically not the camera. It's the software. If it was the camera, then I'd be contacting someone. Anyway. Grip mat. Just to hold the cardstock in place. Oh, love it. Love that for me. Anyway. Okay. And then I didn't check to see if this was in stock. I've been using this one a lot. This is the Crochet Blocks Stencil. It's not limited edition or anything. I just legit don't know if it's in stock. I don't know what color I want to do. I think I want to do honey. I think that's what I want to do. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use honey ink because it's pretty. Just gonna blend that. And it actually doesn't matter if I go to the edges because I'm going to trim down this background anyway. Yeah, it's just cute. It's cute. I'm okay with this. Okay. Quick, simple, easy background. Let me get the stamp out of the way so that I can make some space. Got that. Put that over there. And then we got this. And I can put this away because I don't think I'm going to need my grip mat again. We never know. We never know. Who knows? And then this little dude, I'll quickly clean off. Because might as well clean as I go. One last thing. And I do not do this for my grip mats or my stamps. I've talked about this on other lives. This is just 70% isopropyl alcohol that I get at the local pharmacy. You can stick it in any sort of spray bottle. I just like that this one is very obvious. Do not use alcohol on your stamps, on your grip mats. Alcohol can ruin photopolymer. And the grip mats are made also of the same high quality photopolymer, so don't use it. But things like stencils and glass and all this stuff, it's fine. So it's quick and easy. Just give it a good spray, wipe it down. Try not to, snort it, anything like that.
You sure?
Well, I'm tired enough. I don't need to fry any brain cells. I think I've lost enough just on lack of sleep. So, but yeah, do not use alcohol on your stamps. There we go. See? Clean. We're good. We're good. Get that out of the way. There we go. Okay. Same with this one. So we got that. So that one's done. We got our little background. Do I want to add the splatter now? Yeah, I do. No. Yeah? No. No. I'll wait. I'll wait on the splatter. Okay. Back to what I was doing. Which was saw Gina cleaning her brushes with rubbing alcohol. Yeah, you can use alcohol on these. Like, if you're gonna, I would just like spray the cloth and you can do a little bit of whatever. The only time I would honestly ever do that is if I had a really, really dark color on here, you know, and I was having a rough time because I use, you know, a microfiber cloth and I just like that. Go on. I do not wash my brushes ever. I don't have time for that. However, if I wanted to use this brush with a very, 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 say, pale orange ink, like really pale, and it was just not, then I would spray a bit of alcohol and, you know, try to move the excess. It's just, and then it would dry fairly quickly. You want to make sure it's dry before you stick it in your ink pad. So yeah, that would work. I don't clean my brushes, man. I don't have time for that. Okay. The other thing with this set, because it is a layering set, it has coordinating wafer dies, which I've already been dealing with. Lining everything up this is why I avoided using this set for a while, because I was just like, ugh. But if you make templates, it makes life easier. So that's what I did. I used the wafer dies and I made templates of all of the little images. And there is a layering guide. It's not on, at least not on my packaging. Maybe the newer packaging might have it. I'm not sure. But it is on their website. And I actually just printed it off. So, you know, it's all labeled on the set, like A1, A2, A3, A4. But I printed it off, so I've got a little visual guide because I like having visual guides. It helps, especially when I'm tired. So, and I'm just going to keep it with the packaging. It'll make life a little easier. Okay, so there we go. So I'm just going to keep that off to the side. So I've got my little templates. I highly recommend doing them from like contrasting cardstock. So this is just what I grabbed from my stash. It makes it easier to see, you know, what's going on. And then what I can do is I can stick that in there. So it holds it in place. And then I've already die cut a few sets of just smooth white cardstock. So this also works if you are actually going to mass produce. I'm not doing that today, but it is an option if you want to do a ton. And now I just need to, there it is. I just need to line up the die cut like so. And then we just gotta line up the stamps. So, since I got my little template, and since I have 3, I can actually line up 3 while I'm at it. Why not? So we can do that one, and this little guy. There we go. And since it's contrasting, it's a little easier to see what we have going on. And if it's going to be finicky, we can use a piece of tape just to stick that to the grip mat a little bit better. There we go. There we go. Can you tell me the best way to apply Tim Holtz rock candy? Liquid adhesive, like glossy accents or just a liquid glue that dries clear. Because when you're dealing with glitter, you most definitely want, this is going to take me a second to figure out where this one goes, because I didn't do any of this ahead of time. So we'll just keep rotating till I find it. Oh, is it right there? It might be. I might have found it. I think I did. There we go. Look at me figuring things out. I'm going to get them centered and we're good. So we got that one. And then the next one is B2, B3. Is there what? I'm lost. Is there a B1 or am I losing my mind? I think it's just B2 and B3. Oh, that's B1. Durr. So that one would line up right here. This one will be simple. Just like that. There we go. Got that one. And then this little triple dude is this guy. And he'll just go like that. And we commit. So we got all of that. Now we can start stamping. And I should move other things out of the way. I have all the inks listed and linked and whatevers for that I plan on using. So I pulled out some yellows. So I pulled out this trio, butter and zest and honey. And then I pulled out some like burnt orangey colors, which was clay and terracotta and brick. So we got fall colors. And then this is my current trio of greens that I've been like reaching for: cabbage, artichoke, and kale. And then last but certainly not least, we got latte, cappuccino, mocha for the flower center. Okay. So we're gonna do some stamping. We'll do some zest. In fact, let's just do all of it. Let's do all three of them with the same. So we'll do that. Look at it. It's fabulous. It's fabulous. And then what we can do is take a smaller brush and then take the darker ink, which is honey, and I can apply it like that to the stamp. And I can kind of do the same thing to these ones. Like that. And it's going to be subtle, because when you're doing like yellow on yellow is what it is. Okay. And since I have the stamps lined up and a template, I'm going to take these out and stamp the other ones, because the layers will come after. So we got to move these guys aside, and we just repeat the process. So we line up the next one, find where he goes, just like that, and we line up this one, just like that, and then we line up this one. I had them lined up right the first time. There we go. So now we're back to that lighter shade, which was Zest. And I'm not going to even bother to clean off my stamps. We're just going to commit. Like that. It's like magic. Okay. And then we do it again with the brush and the darker shade. Just kind of tap it in. Like so. And then kind of just randomly tap it over this. Like that. Second set. Then we can get these out of the way. Boop. And boop. And boop. And I did 3 sets of die cuts. I'm still only planning on doing 1 card today, because like I said, I'm really tired, man. So yeah. But then we'll have a few extras in case I want to stick some on the inside. I have no idea. I just have a rough idea in my head of what I want to do. We'll just see what happens, because you never know. There we go. Okay. Back to the medium shade. Ink him up. Stamp it. There we go. And then take the darker shade and tap that on there. Tap on some more. Good. Okay. Wipe off the first set. And then I just saw your comment.
Oh.
The unpaid intern. Hey, that's me. I don't know why I find that funny. Probably the lack of sleep.
Yes.
Okay. So, now we need to do... I guess I had started with the second layer for whatever stupid reason. Not like it really matters. I don't think it really matters. I don't think it matters at all. So now we gotta find where this one goes. Kind of think it goes like that. Oh, yeah. There we go. So you line up the second ones. Just like that. And then we need this one, which is the like flower centers for this guy. Yeah, that'll be flower centers. And then this will also be some form of something. I don't even know. Okay. There we go. Yeah, these go like that. We'll just kind of, I don't know, stick them wherever. I don't think it really matters. Stay. And then these guys will go like that. Just gotta make sure I get everything lined up. Looks like it. And we commit. Okay. So, he wanted to get taken. For this, I only am going to ink up the flower, obviously, because those are going to be brown. So this one, we're going to do the same thing, just inking it up with the lighter shade. And then these guys, I'm going to use Mocha. Look at it. It's all turning out super cute. And then we go back with our brush and the honey ink. And just kind of tappy tap. Yes. But also what I think I'm going to do is take a bit of this shade. Just very lightly. And this is the clay. So if we take just a smidge of that. Just to help differentiate those a little bit more. I like that. Okay, this guy's done. I need to put him in a tray. Where'd my trays go? There we go. I have an absolute disaster going on here and not enough space. I need a bigger boat. Okay. What am I doing? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. So we pull this guy out. And then we stick this one back in here. Where do you go? Like that. That's how he goes. This guy will be revisited on the next layer. I missed something. Hello, Libby. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Okay. Back to what I was doing. Stick that in there. Get this guy some form of lined up. I'm honestly not too concerned about the little pieces, really. It's like, whatever. Whatever. Okay. Brown for those two. And then the light zest for this guy. Yes. Yes. So we'll do that. There we go. And then the method to the madness. Take a little bit of that darker honey shade first, even though I probably don't really need to do that on this one because I'm going to go in with that terracotta clay. Clay was the color I was using. So you just dab it. Doop, doop, doop. And just add a little bit. Love it. And everything will soften and blah, blah, blah. So that little guy, he's done. This one back there. This one. And then one more time. Just gotta, yep, line it all up. Get it all in its little template. Boop. Boop. And one more. What do you want? What do you want?
Like
I can hear you.
Jigsaw puzzle that you're doing.
There's a method to the menace.
Yep.
Right? There we go. Yes. Okay. Let's move this one out of the way. And then we take the darker shade, tap it towards the base of the petals, boop. And then, there we go. Tap that in there. Much better. Much better. Okay. So, got that. Thanks, Libby. That's cute. Gotta stick that in there. Okay. Yes, we are done with these stamps. Gotta do the flower centers and the greenery. My little whatever those are supposed to be. I don't even know what those are. Don't know. Don't really care. Not even 100% certain I'm going to use them. They're just filler at this point. So stick all these guys on there. Stick this one back. And then, yeah, we got flower centers for these guys. No idea if there's like a specific. I don't think it really matters. I don't think it freaking matters at all how the flower centers lined up. Like whatever. I don't care. It'll look pretty no matter what we do. And then this guy gets their little greenery bits.
Love the greenery bits.
Yeah, we love greenery. Can't go wrong.
We're gonna lose it soon.
Yeah. Truth. Even though my one, it's not a Cosmo. I don't even remember the name of those flowers. That one out front that decided to bloom this month, like 3 months late. In fact, I'll show people. It's blooming out front. I don't know. I forget. My brain is like not functioning at all, friends. But it bloomed. Isn't that pretty?
Yes.
And for those of us in, the frozen north, that's not normal. I don't know why I'm talking to the face camera. You guys can't see my face, but that's not normal. Like, but yeah, mine decided to bloom super late this year, so I took photos of it because I was like, wow, it's so pretty. It's such spring colors too. Okay. I'm gonna use artichoke for this greenery. And then I'm going to use cappuccino for the first part of the center. I'm going to need to re-ink my cappuccino one. I use this one a lot. Okay. So there we go. See? All lined up. Super fabulous. And then, what is the name of the flower? I don't know. Actually, no, wait. I can check that. Because that is one of the cool things that, info. Echinacea? That's what they're claiming. Is that what it was, though?
I don't know.
It's technically a coneflower. Yeah, it is. Echinacea. It's a North American species, a flowering plant. Blah, 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 blah. It's the eastern purple coneflower. That is one of the cool things. For those that might not be aware, when you take photos now, like at least with an iPhone, I can't speak to Samsung and their garbage. I say that.
It's actually it's been like that for a while.
Whatever. Yeah, you press the info, and with plants and stuff, it'll identify them for you. So, yeah. It'll give you like all the info and stuff too about when you took the photo, blah, blah, blah. But I like that for, yeah, if I take a photo of a plant, it'll look that up for you. So that's one of the cool things about technology. Everything else sucks. Anyway, back to what I was doing.
And people grind those flowers up and use them as medicine.
Echinacea, yes, they do. But then again, people also do really stupid things. So, you know, some plants are healthy, some plants are poisonous. Just because something says it's natural doesn't mean it's safe. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Okay, making sure I have the right color ink. So cappuccino for the flower center and artichoke for my little greenery dudes. Stamp, done. Okay. On Androids, we can use Google Lens for the same idea. Yeah, technically. It's just, I like to razz non-Apple owners, aka a certain person who's sitting right next to me. Just cuz.
I'm a nerd. I like Samsung.
Yeah.
I like Linux.
I actually can't, and I don't blame him. Like, I'm an Apple snob, but that's out of necessity because once you get sucked in and have spent the freaking fortune on their products, you're stuck with it. So, anyway, back to the regular schedule program. There we go. So, got all these guys stamped and super cute. And then the flower center. There we go. I tell my brother his Samsung is garbage all the time. I know. I do the same thing to Chris. Always. I'm always telling him his stuff is trash. But then I will also literally turn around and be like, Apple is the devil. Ah! So yeah. It just is what it is. It's pretty. And I like how all my devices just do their thing without me having to think. But yeah, they're ridiculously overpriced. Anyway. Okay. Last part of the flower center. And again, I do not care. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. We're just gonna do it. So now I'm gonna use the darkest shade of brown, which is mocha. We're gonna use mocha. All the years of working in office with Microsoft products, my brain does not compute how to use Apple. Honestly, you just have to shut your brain off. And I am more than willing to shut up, Chris. I am more than willing to admit it. You literally just the issue when from people that are Android users switching to Apple is, and I say this from both sides, is Apple's more intuitive than you think it is. It's also just simple, but I also am willing to admit it's dumbed down. So dumbed down so that it's magic, it works. They cater. I'm not, yeah. And I say that as someone who has had an iPhone for whatever year the iPhone 4 came out, that's when I like fully converted, and it is what it is.
The iPhone 4 was a brilliant, magnificent device.
It was. It was a game changer.
There were people that were using that thing like 15 years after it came out.
Oh yeah, the iPhone 4 was brilliant. Apple is brilliant. They are. They're completely insane though, and I'm more than willing to admit it. Anyway, yeah, you just got to shut your brain off, dumb yourself down a bit, and you'll be fine with Apple products. Anyway, there's the flower. See, it's pretty. It's pretty. So we got some flowers so far. They're just pretty. So we got those, even with all my rambling. And Apple hasn't sent any henchmen to the house yet, so far so good. My hubby just took a picture of a golden noodle and the phone identified her breed too. I believe it. Yeah. And we're gonna see more of it with all the AI garbage. Yeah. I am that kind of crap. That all needs to be opt in and opt out. I do not like when we don't have a choice. That I'm gonna rage. Okay. Just breathe. We're good. Anywho, that was template number 1. I made a second one for the other pieces. There we go. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, and that tape decided to like completely fuse. I'm going to keep my little templates. I'm just going to stick them in the packaging with the stamps die. So the next time I go to use this, they're already ready to go and I don't have to think, which is, again, always a wonderful thing. So now we need some greenery. And since I was like, when I was doing all the die, I don't plan on using like all of this, but we'll see. And now I have hiccups. Everything is great. Greenery, and a couple of these are flowers too, which this is where I can bring in more of the orangey kind of tones. Oy, my hiccups. Oy. Okay. I think we're good. Yep. Okay. What am I doing? I don't even know. What are my little pieces? Okay. This one goes on here. It's kind of self-explanatory with this little dude. So this guy goes there. Seriously. And then, oh, this one I think I want to stamp it. Yes, I do. I have some plans. I think. We'll see. Do that. Like that. And then this guy is a floral. H1, H2. I'm going to start with the bigger piece. So that one gets lined up with this. Boop. And then this guy is this. Which you could technically make this one like a thistle of some sort, but I'm not going to bother. So I'll just center him. And then there's this one. Okay. So now that we've got all of our little bits lined up, this is where things could get interesting. Okay. So again, make sure all my pieces are where they need to be. We'll take this again. just to keep him in place, and it makes it easier to flip things up and yada yada. And then I'm going to use black ink for that. So black for that. For this flower, I'm going to use clay. And I'm going to use it for that one too, because why not? And then for that one, I'm going to use butter. Butter. And then for that guy, we're going to use cabbage. There we go. So ink up all our little pieces. And I didn't have anything lined up properly. I had most of it lined up properly. You know, I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. This is fine. Other than maybe this one. This one is annoying me. Wait, I'm going to fix him. This is why I had extra die cuts. So we'll wipe him off. So then I can just reline him up where he should be. Everything else was fine. So you, dude, need to be more like that. That looks better. There we go. So that one, he's gone. Don't care. Okay. So we can take all these pieces out because we'll come back to them when we do the next layer. Just like this. I worked in law, so everyone used BlackBerry. Oh yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love Brickbreaker.
BlackBerry used to be a wonderful company. And yes, they were very, very robust in their like security.
They flew too close to the sun.
Yeah. They got a little too full of themselves.
Yep. And then Apple came out of nowhere. And
yep, and then
right hooked them to the face.
Oh yeah. They got way too complacent, and they paid the ultimate price for it, because now BlackBerry is pretty much toast. They still exist, do they not?
They do,
but just in a very, yeah.
I don't think that I've seen a device of theirs in a while.
Clay. Didn't I hear, or am I crazy? Didn't I hear a rumor that they were going to come out with something?
They have devices, but I've never seen one for sale.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So butter and then cabbage. Okay. So get all those inked up. Boop, boop, boopity, boopity, boop. Boop. Fine with it. I'm fine with it. Everything is fine. We called our blackberries hockey pucks, indestructible. They used to be. I had a pink blackberry flip. That was my like first real like fancy phone 15 years ago or whatever it was, before I think that was the last like nice phone I had until I got my first iPhone. But yeah, it was pink and it was a flip. And I loved it. I wish I'd kept it. I think I traded it in when I got the other one. In fact, I know I did. Okay. Last stamping of this set. So we'll get these guys all lined up. Doop, doop, doop. There we go. Did I need to do all of these today? No, but they're here. Whatever. Okay. So, stamp that one like that. Maybe this time try to avoid getting black ink all over my ink pad, which not the end of the world. Butter for the lightest guy. And then cabbage. Doop, doop, doop. Just like so. Okay. I remember having one of those indestructible Nokias. Nokia used to be wonderful.
I work with Nokia quite a lot now, and I complain to Amy about them.
Nokia is let's just say I have an interpretive dance for them, and it involves a lot of these fingers. Anyway. Those old Nokia phones, though, they were indestructible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they will probably outlast all of us. You find one of those in the wild and they still work every time. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, the company itself now, not a good time. Yeah. Yep. Okay. I have an OtterBox case. Oh yeah, I have pretty robust cases for my phone and screen. Like smartphones nowadays, they are insanely expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like it blows my mind those times you'll see someone and they're just like out in the wild, like holding their phone without a case, and I'm like, are you rich? Because yeah, like just fixing them, let alone replacing them, is not cheap, man. Okay, so we did that one, and then we need this guy. We'll do those leaves, so we get those lined up, and then this guy is this one, because there's all the little spots that build up to create the depth and dimension. So then this guy is that one, right? Something like that. It'll be fine. And then last but certainly not least is that little guy. There we go. Okay, so we got all our pieces out. No, I forgot. I lied. There's one more piece. There's this guy. Okay. There we go. I use that dance for quite a few things now. Yep. Yep. It's just what we do, man. It is just what we do. Okay. Get there. Yes. Okay. Boop. All of this is fine. Stick this guy back in. Okay. So, I am going to use Artichoke, which is the medium green, for these two. Just like that. And then for these two, I'm going to use Terracotta. And again, it would help if I paid attention and didn't get ink. Not like it really matters. But, yeah. Pay attention to where your ink pads are, Amy, and stop making such a mess. And then for this one, I'm just going to use honey. Okay. It's so beautiful. Still not lined up perfectly, but I also still don't care. And then for this guy, just because I can, I'll take the darkest green and just do the same thing, kind of tappy tappy. See what happens. Yeah, that works. It works! Okay. So, I might be too old to learn new tech things. Dude, you and me both. The amount of things I still need to figure out just to do my job is pathetic. Like, so many things I need to learn, figure out, yada, yada, yada. Have I done any of it? No. It's like, well, man, too much technology. Like I said, having an entire filming studio set up in my garage was not on the bingo cards, man. Okay. Okay, back to what I was doing. I don't want that color. I want this color. So artichoke. Ink up that. And then the terracotta for these two. Give it a little tabby tap. Don't overlap the green. And then the darkest shade of yellow. There we go. And then I take the darkest shade of green again. Wherever that brush went, there it is. Okay, I was like, and then give it a little do. Just because I can. And then that works. It's not perfect again, but like I said, I don't care. I don't care. Perfection's overrated. And we're gonna add splatter to it all anyway, so me. Okay, those ones are done. Oh, this guy wasn't. We still have one more of him. But this guy is done. So let's take him off of there. Okay. All your tech must be worth it, Amy, because your video is great quality. One, thank you. That is part of it. Although, and I say this, I wish my tech is great quality. Software, because I can't look at you guys when I say this, but I know because I get asked a lot about like people that want to make videos and all this kind of stuff. You do not need. You watching. You don't need all the bells and whistles. And don't get all the bells and whistles. If you want to make videos of whatever, whether you want to do card making or your whatever it is, if you want to share content online, use your phone. Like our smartphones now, like the HD video quality, good sound, like all the things, like it's totally fine. And then if you find you actually enjoy making content and being in this hellfire known as the internet, then you can start upgrading, you know, and getting fancy things and whatever. But your phone is great. It works great. Like, don't invest a bunch of money into something that you might not at all like. It would help if I changed these. Derp. So, yeah. Yeah. I have a ridiculous amount of tech now, but I've been doing this for a really long time. And some of it is also kind of out of necessity because so many things don't work for me. Okay. I'm gonna stick that guy in there and that guy in there. Okay. I already inked up the green, and then I need the, again, terracotta for these two pieces. Doop doop. And then honey. For that one. Boop, boop. And there we go. Okay. So that was those ones. And then these guys. Okay, I gotta clean off this mess again. The kids know how to use it all. That is one thing that Chris and I take pride in, but it's also just not pride because it's literally both our jobs. I get a kick out of sometimes the kids will just be like, "How did you know that?" And I'm like, "Oh, dudes, you guys just, mommy is always going to be hopefully, always going to be a step ahead."
Yeah.
Because tech, always. Let them try it. But it's social media. Trying to keep ahead of that is like a hellscape. Okay, what am I doing? But that too, I try to keep up on that. At least the knowledge of it and what's going on. Okay, what are we doing? We need... There was this guy, was that one, that... Okay, this one is a stem. So we'll stick him there. We don't need that anymore. So that was the stem. This one is also a stem. Boop. I'm not lining them up just yet. I just want to make sure I got the right piece in the right spot, or within reason. And then this one, oh, this one has a little third layer to them, and then a stem. Exciting. Okay, so we're going to line up the stem bit just like that. Should be fine. Line up that guy. Line up this guy. Dude, get where you belong. Yeah, okay. Oh, get him out of there. So we got those. Stick this dude back where he belongs. There he goes. Okay. Got all my pieces. And then what I'm going to do is I want some dark shades. I'm going to stamp this stem in black just because I can. So we'll do that one in black. And then this guy is going to be brick. So I kind of need to use the edge of my ink pad because I've got them. Everything is too close. Can't see what I'm doing anyway, but okay. And then this guy, I'm going to use that darkest green, which was kale. And actually make sure I get ink on it. Doop, doop. Yep. That works. So we're getting a whole tray of little flowers and little leaves. Look at how cute everything is. Love it. I have nowhere to put this. Okay. Orange, yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow. There we go. Rainbow order. That's what we're doing. Take this guy out. Boop. This guy back in. This guy. Yes. And this guy. So we got our little templates. I gotta go back through. Totally off topic, but you used the Mooncat nail polish, right? Yes. It's good stuff. I love it.
It's very pretty.
It is very pretty. I love my Mooncat nail polish, as she has completely naked nails for the first time in a year. I ain't painting my nails till this month is over. I don't have time. Like,
more of a celebration.
Yeah, I think maybe that'll be one of the things I do. Besides maybe fall into like a month-long coma. You know, that is likely. Do not be surprised, folks. I'm being told like I will still have a ton of content in October as always. Like I ever stop. Because does the bills stop? No. But yeah, I'm looking forward to painting my nails. I've been still trying to take care of them within reason, but that's all just kind of whatever. There we go. So yeah. But yeah, Mooncat nail polish, super, super fun. They're super sparkly. Or at least all the ones I have are sparkly. They do have plain shades. I don't paint my nails plain colors. The only reason I don't do like creams or anything like that is because those are really obvious when they chip. And even at the best of times, I'm lucky if I can paint my nails more than like once every 2 weeks. So the sparkly ones, it's easier to hide on camera because it's like shiny and sparkly and my hands are moving. You guys can't tell that like half the nail polish is missing. Or at least if anyone can tell, nobody says anything. So I'm like I would care. But, you know, when I paint my nails solid colors, it's really obvious. And then they look very ratchet, which suits me. But anyway. How's the dry time? If you... it's the same as like any brand. I when I do them, I still give myself a good hour plus at least after I'm done, you know, to do it. That's also why, because I don't have time. But yeah, I do thin coats of it and it dries pretty quickly, but I always try to give it a good chunk of time because I'm really bad about painting my painting my nails and then like trying to peel a sticker off something. There we go. Where do you get the Mooncat? Online.
Yep.
Mooncat.com, I think. I tried to get like an affiliate with them. Not even affiliate, just like a referral. Because I was like, man, if I could prove to them how many sales I've brought in, maybe they would like, I don't know, send me a little freebie or something, or give me an affiliate. I don't know. Yeah, they shut me down. I'm not a beauty girly or that kind of an influencer, so I get it, but I was like, come on, man. But that was like a year ago or something like that when I reached out to them, and I haven't bothered since. But yeah, they make great polishes. I really like their stuff. Okay, so we just have one last little stem dude. Love Mooncat. I'm wearing Mercury's Tears. That, I think I have Mercury's Tears. I think I have that polish. Have I worn that polish? I probably have. That name sounds really familiar. They have really crazy names, which some people get very offended by, because the owner of Mooncat, because I follow her on social media, she has a pretty twisted, like, dark sense of humor. So, yeah, I like it. I like it. And some of them are very, like, inappropriate names, and I'm here for it. So, is what it is. Okay, I need my stem for this last little dude, right? Yes, he has a stem. That's this one. That's, nope. Yes, no, no. I used that. That was for that guy. This is the stem I want. This funny little thing, right? Yes. Okay. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And you know what? This one, I'm just going to eyeball this. Screw the template. Whatever. Template's great. Stamp positioner is great. I'm going old school, and I'm just going to use an acrylic block because I'm tired. I'm already like, my ADHD is just like, no. And the stubbornness. You can't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad. Besides, I can knock this out way faster. Doop. Doop. In fact, I probably, if I had wanted to, I could have freehand stamped all of, like, here, I'm going like, ugh. I could have freehand stamped all of this, you know, but MISTI definitely has its place. Like, would never give that thing up for anything, but I've been doing this so long, from back in the dark ages when we had woodblock stamps and you just stamped and prayed for the best. You got what you got and you didn't throw a fit. So yeah, okay. Let me get all my ink pads out of the way. Speaking of which, that's the other thing I wanted to do. Then they're missing out. Your hands are in every one of your videos. That's what I tried to, like, convey to them when I reached out to them, because I know, like, we are a weird niche, us card makers, and that's fine. But I was trying to, like, I even, like, gave them links. I was like, see, like, my hands are the focus, and I put a little graphic, and, you know, I was like, I am promoting your polish. I love it. But they didn't, I could tell the rep I was talking to wasn't understanding what I was going for, because I was like, I just wanted a referral code. I was like, you don't got to pay me. Don't need an affiliate. Let me prove that I can bring in sales, and then maybe send me some free stuff, you know? But they didn't get it, and I'm too tired to fight with people. So anyway, I want to add black too.
That is kind of sad, because even I call your hands the money makers.
My hands. Well, and everyone sees them.
Yes.
And I know. When the polish is on and the rings are on and all the things, I get it. For this month, we are, you know, Amy is slumming it and just being like as plain Jane as possible. Like, is what it is, man. It's all I can do. Because I don't got time. The rings need to be resized.
Yep.
My other rings, I don't wear much jewelry. Sometimes I get annoyed, like things, and I'm just like, nah. Yes. That's even like my watch I haven't been wearing for a while, because the band, I think, is a little loose again, and I need to get another. And the minute it starts to move, I get annoyed. That's why I don't really wear bracelets hardly ever, although I do sometimes wear this one, which has been sitting here. I haven't been wearing it much. This is a Tim Holtz one. You can only get these. This is his, assemblage line. I think you can only get these at, is it Joann's? I'm not sure. A friend got this for me, you know, but a lot of times, because it'll start doing that, and I'm like, no, stop it. So I just keep it beside me so I can look at it. Okay, I like these better with the black. We're good. We're good. This is good. Okay. When it asks at the end about where you heard from, I always put you. I appreciate that, Selena. Thank you. Yes, anyone who orders from Mooncat, tell them that I sent you. Put a link. I don't know if you can put a link, but like, you know, Prairie Paper and Ink. Maybe it will eventually get through, and I will be a Mooncat nail polish influencer girly. Like,
hey, you could paint my nails if that happened.
Yeah, that would be kind of fun.
That would be.
It would be. One of these days I'll paint Chris's nails. I got so much nail polish now. That's part of it too. Like, I now get like indecision. I'm like, I don't know what color to do. Oh, because there's so many pretty ones. Anyway, okay. We've got all my pretty flowers. We need a sentiment. And like I said, I'm going to take my packaging. I'm going to put my templates in the packaging so that I have them for the future. Same with the layering guide that I printed out. I just keep everything in the packaging. The dies go in the packaging, all of it, so that it's all here. So we can just do that. Get in your home. There. Do it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. There was something I missed. I don't think so. Okay, I think I saw something about Dazzle Dry. I can't comment on Dazzle Dry. I know, like, Christina Werner loves it. Kathy Zielski loves it. I've heard great things about Dazzle Dry. The only reason I refuse, one, I'm in Canada. Last I looked, it was almost impossible for me to even get in Canada. And two, I like the concept of it drying really, really fast, but from what I can tell, all of their colors are like just flat colors, and that just bores the heck out of me. If it doesn't have like at least 3 different types of glitter, some sort of like inappropriate name, and color shifting and all the other craziness, I'm just not going to bother. But I've heard good things about Dazzle Dry. It's not I can't do flat color because then I'd have to repaint my nails like every 3 days because I'm pretty rough on them. Anyway, sentiment. We need to heat emboss a sentiment. I'm going to use Thankful for You because I am thankful for you guys. Oh, look at me being all cute. Okay. So, got some burnt orange cardstock. And then stick that on there. Okay, yeah, I saw the thing about the randomness. Oh, that's what I missed. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce your username. Oh, I don't think I even want to say what that is. Your username might potentially be a little inappropriate as well, which kudos to you. I think it's funny. Need to replace my inks, but there's so many brands. Distress for sure, but not sure if I want Simon, Altenew, Concord, etc. It's all overwhelming. The one thing I will say with this is because why not? I'm here to talk. Okay. That. Okay. This is what I can say from my own personal experience, my own use. Okay. These, unique. No one has these formulas. No one. These are proprietary to Tim Holtz and Distress. No one has these formulas. They are unique, right? So with Distress inks, and they are very, very different types of inks. You know, there's plenty of videos out there. Tim has gone in the ins and outs, and I'm not going to take all the time today to explain them. So when it comes to Distress inks and oxides, you can just work your way. At least with the Distress inks, you can just get the cubes. That's what I started with because I could not afford it. It was only more recently that I built up a collection of the full size. Oxides only come in full size. They do not come in cubes. It has to do with the formulation. It's very unstable because, as usual, Tim Holtz and his wizard brain and their chemists do crazy things. And the fact that they managed to make this ink is pretty interesting. But this is only available in full size. So when it comes to inks and Distress ink, Distress oxide, unique. So there are no replacements for these. There's nothing else that comes similar, and I have tried many. These are great inks. Can't go wrong with them. Pick colors you like. Start from there. You don't need every single color. Do I? Yes. These three. Oh, wait. One more. Because I mentioned this in a recent video. Simon Says Stamp Positively Saturated Ink. The Rainbow Splash ink line. This is also by Simon Says Stamp. It's the same company. The formula is the same. The exact same. The Rainbow Splash line was started as a kind of like an intro for beginners. There's a nice like rainbow assortment because there's like 18 colors. They're different. There's different colors than the Positively Saturated, but these play nice together, and they're great. And the Simon ones come in trios. You can get them individually. You can also get them in cubes. Concord 9th premium dye inks, full size, also in cubes. These are very similar. I cannot say for certain because obviously these brands are not going to like hand over their spec sheets and be like, hey, here's our formula. You know, they're similar. They are, and the other thing is they're similar ink pads. All three of these are foam. So they're mushy foam, which gives you really, really good coverage. They smooth out as they dry, etc. I have been using these interchangeably for quite some time, and they all work nicely together. Like they work the same. The formula is very similar. Altenew's Fresh Dye Inks. It's a felt pad with the linen top, so a little more sturdy, like the old school, same as like the Distress. They're round, but they're the same size as Distress in the sense of they'll fit any ink pad holder that'll hold Distress Oxide will hold these, which is awesome. Formula-wise, they're similar. I find that the Altenew smooths out as well. You know, it smooths out, it softens, it dries back a bit. These come in quads, like sets of 4. So a light, a medium dark, and a dark. These do come in cubes. So there are options, and you can get them individually. So my recommendation is just pick colors you like that appeal to you. You know, because there's a million options, and there are other brands. There are many other brands out there. These are the ones I have. I can't comment on the other types and brands because I don't have them, so I can't be like, you know. But these are very, very similar. They play nice together, and like there's lots. There is over 80 colors of the Positively Saturated inks. Concord's has around 40, around 48, 50-ish now, I think, altogether. Altenew has an utterly insane amount. There's like 100 and at least 120, I think. Which, for someone like me, I love it. A lot more options, the better. So, hopefully that just gives a rundown. Did I need to do... No. But that's that on ink. So, you don't need all the colors. You don't need every single brand. These do mix and mingle really nicely. And you can technically even bring, you know, I'll use Distress inks. Will play nicely with these as well. It's just a different formula. This one, Distress ink, isn't meant for stamping. You won't get as good of results because this does not have a smoothing agent in it like these do. we're getting technical. Anyway, they're all great. They're all great inks, all great brands, all wonderful. Choose the colors you like and then don't stress yourself out about it. Because, yeah, it is a lot and it's overwhelming. And the only reason I'm getting more and more now is I'm working more with, brands and I get stuff sent to me, which is really nice. And then I get crazy and order. So I'm like, ooh, pretty colors. Add to cart. Okay. Ha. You're welcome, Libby. It's true. Flat color is very, very obvious. It looks beautiful. I love seeing some of the makers, and they're doing their card and their nails are all perfect. And I notice this because for those that aren't aware, I am a literal professionally certified nail technician. I'm an esthetician. That was in my previous life. So I notice like people's cuticles and their nails and all the things. And I notice because I'm crazy like that. But when it's all like pretty, Kathy Zielski and her little, pale pink nails, and I'm like, oh, so perfect, so gorgeous, so demure, mindful, all the things. Me, ratchet, I'm lucky if my cuticles are even half done. Slap some glitter polish on and call it a day. And we'll move on. Okay. That's that on that. Gherkin with my basset hound. Oh, I love that. I was thinking something else.
No.
Love it. Okay. The fresh dye inks from Altenew are supposed to work well with the BetterPress. Oh yeah, I've shown that in videos. These work awesome with the BetterPress. However, I've used all of them. I have mucked around with all of the inks. Once you really start playing with the BetterPress, don't even get me started. You can do just about anything with that thing. But yeah, the Altenew fresh dye inks work really nicely with it. There we go. Full set syndrome. Yeah. Yes. And last, before I get into the heat embossing, all of these are water-based inks. All of them. They're water-based. They're all water reactive, meaning you can, smush them onto something and paint with them. If you splatter like water over them, they'll kind of react. That said, these two are the most reactive because they're unique. The things that these do with water, nothing else compares because, again, this formula is unique. I have yet to come across anything that just sometimes it's splitting hairs in the difference, but these two are unique. But yeah, all of these water-based, wonderful. But like I said, I can't comment on other brands because I don't have them and I can't muck around and compare and all the things. So this is all I can speak on is what I've got. But there are many good ink brands out there that just so much to choose from. Pick a few colors that you like. Like, don't feel like you need to get them. And ink cubes are awesome. That's a great way to get some colors and things to play with without having to spend, a ton. Okay, we're going to heat emboss in sentiment. I'm getting distracted, but that's okay. You guys got my brain going again. That's a good thing. Here we go. And yes, reinkers are a must for everything. They really are. Okay, anti-static powder. Clear embossing ink. No, I'm still going.
Oh, okay.
Don't give me that heart attack, dude. You no.
On camera
Do I? Considering I talk with my hands. Hello. You gave me a heart attack.
Sorry.
How dare you? Anyway. Okay.
Your uncanny ability to stay still would...
That's funny, considering I don't stay still, ever. Like, I'm bouncing around and just like, wah! Anyway. Okay.
The T-Rex would never find you.
I need a pet T-Rex, okay?
We all need a pet T-Rex.
I would like a pet T-Rex. I think we would be the best of friends.
Like those old Canadian commercials with the mini hippos. You ever see those? The house hippo?
Yes, the house hippo. I need a house T-Rex.
Yes, we do need a house T-Rex.
That's what I need.
Oh, look.
Although, really, I'm the house T-Rex. Like, if we're going to be honest, we already know this. The kids would say the same thing. Why do we need a T-Rex? That's like Mom every morning. Okay. I might need to stamp this again because I don't think I got a good... Nope, I didn't. That's okay. That's okay. It's paper. We can just do it again. Just go like that. And then... Here we go. Do you have them all? Which ones, Lillian? I'm not sure. As of technically, if you're talking about like ink colors, yes. All these brands that I've shown, I have all of them because I'm crazy like that. One, I do this as a job, so there is that, caveat. But even if I wasn't doing this as a full-time job, I would probably own all the colors because that's just what I like. Like, anytime a brand is like, ooh, new colors, I'm like, oh, add to cart. So yeah, like I say with everything, do as I say, not as I do. I'm always right. Let's now heat emboss this. I don't have any of the Pink Fresh inks. I've heard good things about them though. There we go. Yeah. No, I've heard good things about the Pink Fresh. I think someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but with Pink Fresh, I think their ink pads are the felt. The foam, or the felt with the linen top style, but I think the formula is similar to like these other ones. And trust me, I have looked at the Pink Fresh inks many times. They look amazing. I can't afford everything, man. I wish I could. And I already need a bigger boat, so I'm not sure where I would put them all, but Pink Fresh makes them beautiful. They make a lot of beautiful products. Let's be honest. Okay. Let's clean up the mess. I don't have any of the Gina K inks. I have some of her cubes. I haven't used them in forever. But the Gina K inks are... Gina's are felt ink pads. They're felt with the linen top. I do know that. And I've heard good things, but yeah, I have their ink cubes. I haven't used them in forever. Forever. Here we go. And I got the coordinating wafer die. There we go. You look so young. Well, thank you. You can't see my face right now, which is also a bonus, because I don't look young right now at all. I look tired and haggard. As I was told, literally, to my face when I ran an errand the other day with Chris.
Yes, that was...
It was more the fact that she said it, like, out loud, and I hadn't even approached the till yet.
Yeah.
It was like, she saw me coming and was like, wow, you look tired. I was like, thanks? I don't know you, but... Man, I didn't think it was that bad.
I had to drop that truth bomb on me.
I needed to be humbled, I guess. Like, how dare I curl my eyelashes before I leave the house and think I'm looking hippin' with it. I got a laugh out of it. Anyway. Favorite black ink? Depends on what I'm doing. I use... Simon Says Intense Black, which I didn't link to. You can add that. Just look up Simon Intense and it'll pop up. This is my go-to in this sense. Like, I used it today just cause. But I use this for like alcohol marker coloring. This is my go-to. And then my other go-to that I use for like everything else is my VersaFine Clair Nocturne. And I saw that mentioned in the comments, like the VersaFine Clair inks. These are nice inks. These do not apply to anything else. These are another sort of unique formula. They call themselves a pigment ink, but I'm pretty sure, I don't think it says on here. Yeah, this one just says pigment ink for fine details. I assume that this is an oil base, but I'm not 100% positive. It's not like if you've ever worked with pigment inks and their foam pads, these are not. This is a felt as well, felt with the linen topper. And it is a very unique formula. The colors are gorgeous. They did just release like a dozen more colors. Did I add them to my cart and have them on my way here? Maybe. They're nice. I like my VersaFine Clair inks. They're nice. But again, they're very different. But this is my other go-to. I use this one. You guys see me use this all the time. I use it to stamp sentiments. I use it to stamp images to watercolor. Because it takes a little longer to dry, you can heat emboss with this, no problem. It is a very, very, very nice ink. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. Okay. I need to die cut my sentiment, just like so. So we're just going to do that. Get back to what I was doing. I missed whatever was going on. Have you done any videos with Pink Fresh products? I've done the Stamptember videos with Pink Fresh. Yeah. I haven't used their they come out with a lot of products. Their products are beautiful. They're beautiful, and I don't have it in the budget to be buying all the things. But Pink Fresh makes beautiful like suites of products, which I kind of think is pretty cool. And their florals and all the things, they make beautiful products. I love them. Diddly 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 doo. Okay. Yeah. I still have my flip lid VersaFine. It's the same thing. Basically, yes. And I have it. I have it in here somewhere. I don't know where it went. There it is. This is the old school. They're very similar. Like very, very similar. I prefer this because I always hated this freaking flip pad. If you could see the look on my face right now, this thing drove me insane. With one of my old ones, I actually snapped this off because I was just so fed up with it. I just didn't like the flip pad. Plus, this one, a lot of times for like the linen topper on this gets thready after a while. And you'll notice that sometimes when you go to stamp something with detail and it'll be like thready, and it's like, what the heck's going on? It's the ink pad. But yeah, the formula is very similar, if not the same. Again, I can't speak to it because it's not like Sukaneko is, reaching out to me and like, hey, here's our formula. So yeah, the difference though is this one, they call this one archival. So there is a chance that they are different formulas. I can't say, but they work very similarly. So I just kind of like I keep this. I don't know why, just cause, but I prefer this one. So that's my thoughts on that. So works great. Okay, and yeah, this one I preferred once they released these. I was like, oh, I can just have, and it fits nice in my hand. I like this is my go-to. He stays there. So sentiment is die cut. Everything is good. Now we get to arrange florals, which, Amy's favorite thing to do, aka something I'm not good at. So we got those. We've got our background, which I want to trim down a bit. So that's what we're going to do. And then Yeah, I think I'm just going to trim it down like to 4 by 5 1/4 because these florals are pretty big. Yeah, so we do that. It's about 4 by 5 1/4. And then, while I'm at it, I'll trim down another panel. This is going to go on the inside of the card, so we'll trim that down as well. So 4 by 5 1/4. Bing. And then also I'm going to do a color card base because why not? Get the big trimmer out so I can cut this in half. Line that up at 4 1/4. There we go. I had stuff on here. Had like green cardstock stuck in there. Interesting. Interesting. This is Simon's Sunshine cardstock, by the way. A very pretty fall color. And then score this at 5 1/2. Doop. And there's my card base. Top folding, A2 note card. And then got our background. And then we just got to figure out what we're going to do. We're going to do that. And we're going to use maybe one of those. If we do that, I use one of those like that. Maybe a little bit of greenery in that. I'll stick maybe some of those in there. We could do a second one. Stick that in there. Don't need to use everything. Stick that one maybe right there. Would that go over that? Like that? So we'll do that. Can we tuck that one in there? Is that gonna work? Yeah, that's gonna work. I'm okay with this. We'll be able to tuck in another little dude. Yeah, that works. And then I still got plenty left over. I'll probably stick a couple on the on the inside. I'll stick like a little dude and maybe a little dude and that little dude. Yeah, that'll work. That'll go on the inside, and then I got some extras left over for something else. Okay, we're good. We're just gonna commit. Commit! So, we'll just start gluing stuff on. I'm literally not. We're just winging it. Every single cashier seems to... I've missed the conversation, but yeah, counting change. That is a lost art. Although, you can't blame the current generation for that one. That was starting in, like, my generation.
Not being able to add a change?
Yeah. Because I remember people used to be so shocked that I could do all that kind of stuff in my head. But then, I was also trained way back in the day. As a teenager, I had a job at the wonderful institution called 7-Eleven. And that was back before we had scanners. And I knew the price of every single item in the store in my head, as well as what taxes were applied to every single item, because some were one tax, because we are a 2-tax province. So some were no tax, some were one tax, some were both tax. And I knew all of that in my head, and people would show up at the counter with like 30 items, you know, and I would just ring it all up. And then I could just mentally do all the change and all the things. I'm good with numbers. It shocks people sometimes for whatever reason. And it's only a pet peeve when people are like, wow, you know math? Actually, I do know why it pisses me off, because people just assume I'm dumb. And it really annoys me. Just because I used to do nails for a living, so they were like, oh. Anyway. But yeah, so many people not knowing how to just basic math skills. I know. Okay, back to, I think this guy I'm going to pop up with some foam tape. Let's do a little bit of foam tape, because why not? We can build a bit of dimension, and it helps when you sing stupid little songs about it. I don't know. Stick that there. I missed a whole bunch of the chat. Yeah, whatever I missed about like cardstock, we've talked about that before in lives. Cardstock, even the good brands, reams of cardstock can be off because when they manufacture it, it's in big sheets and then they put them in great big industrial cutters that have a nice big old guillotine. I would love to have one of those cutters. Oh, I could get so much done. But those things are huge, and those machines are like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, especially the big ones. But yeah, when they cut them, if it's not butted up exact, the cut will be off, and then the cardstock's off, you know? So it happens.
It was so satisfying to watch those industrial cutters.
I know, and I want one. I looked in, you can get slightly smaller ones than like the major industrial ones, but they're still like $4,000+.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't really justify that price for a paper cutter. But man, I could do so many card bases with one of those things. Okay, back to what I was doing. There we go. We'll just keep kind of assembling. Just sort of however, because that's just what I do. And yes, T-square rulers for the win. Those help with lining things up, because the older I get, the worse my eyesight's getting. And yeah, it just is what it is. Just gonna add here this one. Doop, 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 and doop. Stick that one out a little bit past the edges. What, Amy, you don't have billions of funds yet? I wish. Man. I don't need to be a billionaire, but a millionaire would be nice. Like,
I'd be okay with a Big Mac Air.
A Big Mac Air. I know, right? It would.
Based on the price of fast food.
Oh, don't even get me started on the price of fast food. That's why we never, like, go out.
For the kids, it was like $30 for 3 things.
I know. We don't go out much. I don't go out much, and I work all the time. It's wonderful. It's wonderful, everyone. Highly recommend it. But yeah, no billionaires. I don't really think that's ever kind of an option in this space. You know? And also because I do have morals. I'm not going to start shilling crypto and whatever other stupid, insane garbage that people with no morals and no sanity want to promote just to make a buck. It's like, I say it a lot to Chris. It's like, darn those morals, I could make so much more money.
I know.
Wow. Okay. Before I do anything else, we're going to add splatter, and it's going to be black.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Got that. Then you can get your Scottish castle. I know.
Really?
I was literally telling Chris we maybe need to start playing the lottery because we don't do that either. And I was like,
No.
I would like my ruins, and you have to say it like that too. Ruins, my ruins in Scotland, please. But we won't get that if we don't play the lottery. Again, I'm still in the market for a billionaire sugar daddy who will just send me money in exchange for undying gratitude.
Yeah.
That's as far as I'm willing to go.
I will also give my gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
It may be dying though.
Yeah, yeah. Dying gratitude. Okay, let's add some splatter. Everything needs splatter. Where is my little palette? There it is. Okay, black soot distress paint for the win. And then in Germany, you only pay €1,700 for a professional machine. You mean like a professional, like big cutter? Ooh, I wish. €1,700 is a lot, though.
Yeah.
Euros are at what with the Canadian dollar?
$1.51 per euro.
Okay, so we'd be looking at like 17,
Plus another half, which is
2,700. We'd still be looking at least 3K. It's still expensive here. More than I'm willing to spend or have. Ooh, I got black soot everywhere. Good job, Amy. Whatever. Okay, black soot, fan brush, splat box, magnet. We're good, man. We're golden. Let's do it. Can you hear it? Can you hear the splatter haters screaming?
It's like
I'm
when
in
Bob
America.
Ross adds a cabin to his paintings. You're like, what are you doing? You're ruining that perfect landscape.
Yeah.
And then the cabin is gorgeous afterwards.
There's always a method to the madness.
Yes.
I'm not Bob Ross, though. Bob Ross was saint.
You're my Bob Ross.
Well, Bob Ross with a...
Do you think Bob Ross was always like that? He was an army
No,
drill instructor.
yes, he talked about, but that's also what made him the way he was.
Yes.
You know, he was crazy like me. And then he became a very calm and gentle person. I'm not a calm and gentle person. I'm not going to become one either. If anything, I'm going to become more crazy. And more yelly, and maybe more stabby too. We know this. I have no qualms about myself. I know myself. Anyway.
But can we get you on PBS?
No, they don't want me. They don't want me. Besides, we're good. We're good. Yeah. No, I'm no Bob Ross. Although I identify when he's like, beat the devil out of it. I'm like, yes, that's what we need to do.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where he channeled all of his negative energy.
Cause the way sometimes when he's just beating the crap out of that brush, it's like, oh, that's where the rage is. We get it. We get it. I identify with that. Anyway. Doop. Okay. Always clean up after the splatter, but specifically black soot. Yes, I saw it. I'll get to it in a sec. Because black soot distress paint is permanent. And also extremely pigmented because it gets absolutely everywhere. Thank you, Carrie, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. I have astigmatism even if I'm using a ruler or a level. Oh yeah, I've got astigmatism in both my eyeballs, and they just keep getting worse the older I get. So that's fun. And that's when I started noticing when I was like having a hard time lining things up. And I couldn't figure out why I was struggling so much. And then when I got my eyes checked, you have astigmatism in both your eyes. I was like, that makes sense.
It's great.
Yep. I was like, this is wonderful. Love that for me. Okay. And then every time I get my eyes checked again, the older I get, they're like, your eyes are worse. I'm like, great. Love it. Okay.
We should be doing vision therapy.
Yeah. Just about, hey? Actually, mine aren't as bad. I don't feel like they're getting too much worse. I need to get my eyes checked again, though. Okay, I was going to add a sentiment on the inside while I'm at it. Yes, we're going to add that one. I need my MISTI for this because we're going to make sure I actually get it stamped properly. And also this live was much longer than I meant it to be. Apologies, everybody. If you ever read his story, he made almost nothing and his kids were left with nothing due to his business. Oh yeah, yeah. The actual, like, when you get into like the whole Bob Ross like story and the business of Bob Ross, it's dark and it's depressing, and we just don't talk about it because it's sad. It really is. So we just appreciate Bob Ross for
what he did.
Yeah, he brought a lot of just joy to a lot of people. So, yeah. Just a good human. He was a good egg. There we go. And then, okay, so this one I'm going to stamp with the VersaFine Claire Nocturne, which I'll have to link to later. So we'll just use that. Yep, this is fine. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. Gonna wipe that off. Gonna take that off of there. And get that there, that out of the way. I'm honestly, ooh, see, I got like, I don't even know where this came from. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know where it came from. Give me a sec. Let's just clean some of that off before I manage to get black smears all over everything. Hand sanitizer for the win. Yeah. There we go. Now we're good. We're good. Let's wipe that off. Well, it's not really. Well, the only reason I'm kind of apologizing is one, because yes, my lives can get long, drives some people crazy. That's whatever. But also, I do have like 5 million other things I need to do today. It is still Stamptember. I still got a bunch of stuff to do, but I enjoy hanging with you guys, and I do enjoy talking and all the randomness. It's fun. It's fun. We'll survive. We'll survive. I'll survive somehow. Not sure yet. Haven't quite figured out how I will, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, I can't help it. I get distracted. One of my many spirit animals is the dog from Up, and it's just like squirrel. Okay, adhere that to the inside, and then we'll stick some of these little doomahickeys on the inside while we're at it. Doop doop doop, and then gonna glue these little bits. Doop 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 doop. Yeah. How do I want to go like that? And then commit like that. Stay in your little home. Do that. Stick that there. Stick one over here, because why not? Why not? I've got extras. So we'll just stick them on there. Put that one in place. And then we'll do just do that. Stick this one over here. Like that. And then we can stick this one into place, and that will finish off the inside and still leave plenty of space to write something. There we go. Doop doop doop. And just need scissors. Trim off all the bits. that are hanging off the edge. Just like that, like that, like that, and like that. Boop and boop. Get that out of there. Where's my magnet? There's a magnet. Stick a magnet on it. There. Splatter is not quite dry, so we will carefully add our sentiment. Yes. I'm going to die cut another piece. Since I have the coordinating wafer dies, why not? Once I find them. Where was it? Was it this one? Yes. Let's die cut another one so we can give it a bit of dimension. Here we go. They say those born in October love sparkle. Yeah, that seems about right. That is one of my other spirit animals, is a magpie.
Gotta get the shinies.
Yeah, I like my shinies. The shinier and sparklier it is, the better. Okay. Got that. Got that. Get that out of the way. There we go. Let that sit for a minute. Let's adhere these guys together. Do that. Just like so. And then this will just give the sentiment a little bit, get off of me, a little bit extra dimension. Kind of added a little bit too much glue. Good job. Yes, I like that. And that also means I need just a sliver of yes, just on the end here. I just need a little bit of foam. There, that gives it that little, because this part's hanging over a little bit. The rest is going to be over that, if that makes sense. And then, yeah, see, it's not all dry yet. I'm going to speed up the drying of this because I'm just getting annoyed. There we go. Not quite. That'll work. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. And then instead of using foam tape, which was what I was going to use, I'm just going to use a piece of cardstock to pop behind that to give it a little bit of dimension. Not a whole lot. Just cut it slightly smaller than that panel. So I can stick this behind this. Yes. Right? Yes. Yes. Okay. And then Okay. And then we'll stick that to the back of this one. And I'm just going to be careful because some of this thicker bits of splatter. I just want to make sure I don't cause a big old smear because that would suck. You know, just a smidge. Okay, there's the inside of my card. Got that. We got that. We're gonna stick this guy to this guy. Get my adhesive into place. Doop. And then get that adhered to the card base. Making sure I don't have like blah. There we go. There we go. And then I'm gonna adhere my sentiment, and then I'm gonna, of course, add a little bit of bling, as is tradition. There we go. Got that. Yeah. So got that. While I'm doing the bling, you can pick a winner.
Can I?
Yeah, you can.
My one purpose in life is to pick winners for your lives.
Yep. Add some sparkling sequins. I need more hand sanitizer. I got like so much stuff on me. Again, I don't care if my hands get dirty. I just don't want to get smears where they don't belong. There we go. Okay. Much better. Gross. Okay. Gonna add a little bit of bling bling while I'm at it. Because you can always get where you belong. You can never go wrong with a bit of bling. So we'll tuck some in here. Just like that. We'll stick one over there. Tuck a few in at random. And then, can I stick him in? No, not all the way. You still need to be seen. Stick one there too. Why not? Why not? I can do what I want. Yeah. Where's my adhesive? So we'll just adhere these with little dabs of craft tacky glue. And just kind of tuck them in wherever. Just get, there we go, like so. And that one, get them all adhered. I did. Yeah. Why not? Go big or go home, as always. Yeah. Stick a few more on. You get some bling, and you get some bling, and you get some bling.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's enough. I could keep going, but I think that's enough. we go. Let me zoom in. Since I can't do the split screen because my software froze on the other camera. But yeah, there's the finished card.
So sparkly.
It's got some sparkles and some splatters and background stamp and stenciling and multicolor stamping, layered stamps, yada yada. And I made a mess right there. Darn it. I can fix that. I'll do that after the live. I'll stamp it. I'm going to stamp the sentiment, die cut it, and adhere it right on top. That's how I'll fix that, because darn it, I was doing so good. I'm so annoyed by that, but literally fingerprint right there. Good job, Amy. But yeah, that one's going to get fixed in post. So whatever. Ugh, annoying. So annoying. Anyway, I'll fix it before I take the photos and before I mail it to the winner, which is
Geraldine W. from Larthrop, California.
Geraldine in California.
Yeah.
Okay. I will mail this at some point. I make no promises, like always, because life is chaotic, and this month especially. However, I did mail out. I didn't post the photo to prove it, but I did take a photo. I just didn't feel like posting it. I did mail out the last couple lives worth of cards. So, yay me. That was a thing checked off the to-do list, so I did that yesterday. And then this one I'll mail out either soon or after this month is over. Because if it's not one thing, it's another. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm going to fix my little mess. I'll just I'm just going to heat emboss the sentiment. In fact, I'm going to get it out before I even forget. And then I'll stick it on the inside and that'll be fine. In fact, I'll do that while I'm yapping at you guys. Why not? I appreciate you all hanging out with me today. It was good. My brain didn't completely melt down. Came close. It definitely came close. I lost my yeah. And then thank you to the unpaid intern, of course.
Hey, that's me.
Yeah. It's nice that he helps.
I'll give everybody a wave here.
There you go. There you go. What was I doing? Okay, back to fixing this. So, yeah, thanks you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of the thumbs up and comments and all the things with like all my regular videos and my social media posts and all of it. I very much appreciate all y'all and all the things. There we go. So it helps. It helps a ton. And I did a thumbs up, but I heard on lives it makes no difference. You have to come back and do it on the replay. I think it's fine as far as I'm aware. I don't. Yeah, like those that come back, that's wonderful. But I don't think anyone feels the need to come back after the live is over. Don't worry about it. It should be fine. It should be fine. Good enough. Better than horrible. So I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. We'll make it work. It's all good. But yeah. There we go. Remove the excess anti-static powder. And then I just gotta find the coordinating. Nope. 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 Oh, it might be this one. It is. It's that one. Perfect. Okay. Now I can fix this. But yeah, when it comes to things like thumbs upping and commenting, It helps. I can't say whether it makes a difference, whether you're doing it like during live, it makes a difference like after the live versus during whatever. I genuinely have no idea. But regardless of any of it, I appreciate it. I appreciate those that let me zoom up a bit. I appreciate you guys that hang out during the lives. I appreciate the ones that show up and watch on the replay. That's awesome. And then the ones that this doesn't apply to them because they're not watching and won't watch, but the ones that don't watch the lives at all and they just watch my other content, thumbs upping, commenting, it helps. It helps. And I appreciate it. Like it basically the whole point of the thumbs upping and the commenting, it has to do with the algorithms and the stupid robots, you know, because it just tells them that people are liking what they're seeing. Maybe we should, you know, let other people that are already subscribed to this maker, maybe we should make sure they see it. See, there we go. It's like it didn't even happen. You'll still see some of the smears, but I don't care. So yeah. You were talking about fussy cutting in a recent video. I saw a video, don't remember who did it, and the woman said that she uses the outline of the stamp as the cut line. That kind of can work. It would depend honestly on the stamp. But most stamps that would work. If you didn't have the coordinating wafer dies, if you took the stamp, but some of them like that won't work. At least not like one like this. I don't know how. Let me see if I can zoom in. See how much, and there's a technical term for it. I'm not sure if it's flooding. I forget what there's a term for it when the person who designs the stamp, they actually have to like add this extra bit, you know, so that the stamp has stability. But like one like this, I wouldn't use that. You could, really. It's just it wouldn't be as nice, obviously, as the wafer die. But it is an option. And with a lot of stamps, the flooding, whatever the term is usually pretty, you know, you could just trace it and use that as your guide. It would work. It just would depend. Like with one like this, I wouldn't. But I don't have a problem fussy cutting. But again, I've been doing this for over 20 years. So, yeah. There we go. Let me put this guy back on the packaging. It's called Bleed. Is that what it's called? The Bleed. That sounds about right. Yeah, the space around the image. And it does depend. Some images have like a smaller bleed, some have it depends on the stamp and depends on the manufacturer and all the things. But there, I fixed my mess. So, yeah, we're good. I finished my card. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. I have a mess to clean up. Stay tuned. I'm going to have a ton more videos coming. As we do during this most crazy, exciting, fun month of the year. As always, I will have like the photos and the blog posts, the social medias, etc., etc. That will be dealt with as soon as this live is over, before I get on to doing all the other work I have to do. And yeah, I think I caught up with all the things. Yeah, I appreciate you all. Tons. Hopefully I'll figure out somehow my stupid software issues with that other camera. I don't know what's going on, and I don't know why it does that, but whatever. At least we were able to get this done, and I'm happy with it. It's fun. So, all right, that's it for me for the moment. Like I said, I will have plenty of content coming on top of all the videos I've already had going, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Thank you so much to my amazing Patreon supporters. For anyone that might be interested in supporting me over on Patreon, the link to that is in the description box below the video. For everyone else, as always, thank you all so much for taking the time to watch my videos, for thumbs upping, commenting, subscribe if you haven't, I'd love to have you. And here's a couple other videos for you to check out in case you missed them. Bye!